For as long as humans have existed, we've asked one huge question: are we alone? That question is everything, a cosmic mystery that we've been trying to solve for generations. Our universe is absolutely gigantic. I'm talking 100 billion galaxies, and every single one has hundreds of billions of stars. Just based on those insane numbers, you'd think aliens should be everywhere. And yet, when we try to listen, we hear nothing. Complete and total silence. Scientists literally call this the Great Silence. It's a crazy mystery because there are trillions of chances for life out there. A super smart physicist named Enrico Fermi was the first one to really ask the question. He was at lunch in 1950 and just asked, "Where is everybody?" But what if the silence isn't just a weird coincidence? What if it's a punishment? Decades before we were even sending signals into space, a writer named C.S. Lewis had a terrifying answer. Our world isn't just some random rock. It is the silent planet. To understand how insane this silence is, you have to realize how loud the universe should be. It's been around for 13.8 billion years. Our galaxy, the Milky Way, has up to 400 billion stars. And now we know that almost every star has planets. Billions of these planets are probably in the habitable zone, the perfect spot where you could have liquid water. If just a tiny fraction of those planets created life, and a fraction of that life got smart and built crazy technology, the galaxy would be buzzing with aliens. Any civilization that got even a tiny head start on us would have had more than enough time to spread out, build megastructures, or just blast messages into space. We should be able to see them, but we see nothing. Our telescopes have found zero alien tech. Our radios have picked up zero messages. The sky is completely unnaturally quiet. That's the Great Silence. It's this giant contradiction, and the more we learn about how much life could be out there, the louder and creepier the silence gets. Okay, this is where it gets wild. Decades before any of this was a real scientific problem, a writer came up with a much more terrifying idea. In his 1938 book, Out of the Silent Planet, C.S. Lewis imagined a universe that wasn't empty. It was completely full of intelligent aliens, all living in harmony and talking to each other. But in his story, Earth has another name, Thulkandra, the Silent Planet, and it's silent because it's been kicked out of the club. Lewis, from his Christian viewpoint, imagined that our planet's guardian angel went bad, became corrupt, and locked our world in darkness. Because of that, in Lewis's Earth was reality, put in a cosmic the silence quarantine. isn't an empty room. We're a planet It's the in sound exile. of a locked door. A world whose people are so It's a obsessed punishment with greed and designed to violence protect that everyone we can't else be allowed from us. This flips the Great Silence from a science problem into a moral test. It makes you ask, what if aliens aren't rare? What if we are the problem? When you mix the science with Lewis's nightmare scenario, you get some insane possibilities for the silence, and each one is creepier than the last. First, maybe the silence is just a numbers game. The rare Earth hypothesis says that the combination of things that made complex life possible here is so unbelievably rare that Earth might be the only one. Think about it. You need a stable star, a huge moon to keep our planet from wobbling, plate tectonics, a magnetic field to protect us. Maybe we just won the biggest cosmic lottery imaginable. This ties into another theory, the Great Filter. This says there's at least one step in evolution that is almost impossible to get past. That filter could be behind us, meaning we're one of the only ones who made it. But there's a terrifying flip side. What if the Great Filter is still in front of us? What if every single advanced civilization eventually hits a wall and destroys itself, either with nuclear war, climate change, or some crazy new technology? If that's true, the silence we hear is the sound of a galactic graveyard. And that exact same fate is waiting for us. A second insane possibility is that the silence is on purpose. This is where it starts to sound just like C.S. Lewis. The zoo hypothesis says advanced aliens are watching us right now, like we watch animals in a nature preserve. In this challenge, Earth is a protected zone, and they have a super strict "do not interfere" rule. They could be waiting for us to level up, ethically or technologically. It's an almost perfect match for Lewis's quarantine idea. But there's a much darker version, the dark forest hypothesis. This comes from a sci-fi novel, and it says the universe isn't an empty room, it's a dark forest filled with silent hunters. In this forest, the only rule is survival. You can never know if another civilization is friendly, so the only smart move is to stay completely quiet and hidden. Announcing you're here is like lighting a fire in the dark. You're just begging for something to come and destroy you. In this horrifying scenario, the silence isn't empty, it's fear. Everyone is holding their breath, and we, like idiots, have been screaming into that darkness for 100 years. Whether the silence is an accident, a quarantine, or a survival strategy, the bottom line is the same. Right now, we are on our own. We are the only voice we can hear in this giant cosmic ocean, and that makes you think about who we are. If we are the first, for centuries, or the only, intelligent life in this part of the universe, that's an insane amount of pressure. We would be the only way the universe has of understanding itself. Every single fight we have, every single problem we ignore, every choice we make suddenly has cosmic-level stakes. Our survival wouldn't just be for us, it would be for the only spark of consciousness for light years in every direction. On the other hand, if we're in quarantine, like zoo animals or a fallen species, then the silence is a reflection of us. It means we haven't earned our spot out there yet. It's a challenge to get our act together before we even dream of reaching for the stars. So, here we are, facing this crazy, quiet abyss. Not having an answer is terrifying. The old dream of a universe packed with friendly aliens has been replaced by these much crazier, much scarier possibilities. We're stuck with the same massive uncertainty that drives our greatest science and our biggest fears. So we keep listening, we keep searching, and we keep asking, are we alone by a random fluke, or because we're being punished? Is the great silence a sign that the universe is empty, or is it a warning that it's dangerous? And if that silence ever breaks, will we hear a hello, or will it be game over? If you want to explore more insane questions like this, hit that subscribe button and join the journey. And for anyone who wants to help us go even deeper and make crazier videos, check out our Patreon.